God says, a bank executive is stunned by your account balance. A massive amount of wealth has just been deposited in your name. You have only 2 minutes to know who sent it. The name will shock you. The name is written in heaven, and it has always been. The name is above all names, holy and eternal, full of power and mercy. The name is the name of the one who knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb, the one who shaped you with care and wrote your destiny with fire and love. The name is your Father, your Redeemer, your Provider, your Shield, your Shepherd. The name is God. He sent the miracle. He is the source of the unexplainable shift that's coming upon your life. He is the one who whispered over your name and opened the windows of heaven, pouring out a blessing that no hand can stop and no force can reverse. Right now, something in the unseen realm has shifted permanently. Something irreversible and supernatural is already on its way to you. The check is not a paper. It is not just money. It is a divine release of restoration, abundance, healing, reconciliation, and power that you have not even dared to pray for. The executive in the vision is not just someone from a bank. It is a messenger, a witness, someone who has been allowed to see what heaven is doing for you. Even they are shocked, because what has been placed in your name is not logical, not explainable, and not earned by works. It is grace, it is favor, it is God's holy decision. Comment Amen if you receive this with all your heart. This is not fiction. This is not a dream. This is a moment of divine truth, and you are not here by mistake. God timed this encounter with your spirit because the deposit has been made. Your name is already written on the inheritance. You don't need to fight for it. You don't need to chase after it. It has your name on it, and no one can claim what God has already sealed for you. The enemy tried to delay it, but the seal has been broken and the scrolls have been opened. It has already been dispatched from heaven. Please like this video if your heart feels something stirring right now. You see, what's happening is not just about money. God is using the image of the bank, the executive, and the check to reveal something deeper. It is about the inheritance of His children. It is about your identity in Him. He has set you apart and chosen you before time. The riches He speaks of are not only gold and silver, though He owns them all. The real riches are the promises He made to you, the dreams He planted in your soul, the healing He spoke over your body, the peace He gave when the storm raged, the restoration He planned while you were breaking. Those are the trillions. Those are the miracles. Those are the treasures being unlocked and placed into your life now. You may have walked through years of silence and dry land. You may have cried out with no answer, but heaven has heard you. The angels have recorded your tears. The waiting has not been wasted. God was preparing this miracle silently. He was aligning the perfect hour. He allowed delays not to punish you but to prepare you, because what is being given to you now is too great to waste on a season of unpreparedness. It had to be this moment. It had to be this hour. And now, nothing can block it. You will see God do things that will leave you speechless. You will be left in awe, not because of what your hands have done, but because of what His hands have written. You will walk into rooms you were not qualified for. You will receive calls you never expected. You will hear your name mentioned in places you've never stepped into. Because God has deposited glory in your name, and it is time for it to be revealed on earth as it is in heaven. There is a holy acceleration in your life now. Things are going to start unfolding quickly, like a flood of sudden news, sudden breakthroughs, sudden open doors, sudden peace in places where there was torment, sudden clarity where confusion had lived for years. Every second is a countdown to the miracle touching your life in a way you have never seen before. You are not late. You have not missed it. The check is deposited, not pending, cleared, released, final. There are forces that tried to sabotage you, people who spoke against you, systems that worked to keep you small. But God says, I have seen it all, and I have written something greater. Your life is not ending in defeat. This is the chapter where everything shifts. This is the part where your story begins to make sense. This is the page where the light breaks through. You will not only receive, but you will overflow. You will not only survive, but you will lead. You will not only be healed, but you will be made whole. He is placing honor on your name, not for fame, but for testimony, not for your glory, but so the world will know His hand is upon you. When they ask, how did this happen? Your answer will not be a name of man. It will be God. It will be Him and Him alone. No one else could do what is about to happen for you. And when it unfolds, it will be loud. It will be public. It will be undeniable. Because God wants to make it clear who sent the miracle. He is not hiding. He is revealing Himself through your life now. Lift your head and breathe deeply. The winds have changed. The heaviness is breaking. You are standing in a moment that was prophesied long ago. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are chosen. You are marked. You are protected. You are provided for. The accounts of heaven have your name written across them, and they are being released into your life one by one, layer by layer, until you are living in the overflow. Could this 7-second CIA brainwave trick be your fastest path to luxury? Leaked research reveals a simple ritual helping people attract wealth effortlessly. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, debt is dissolving and abundance is showing up fast. If you're seeing this now, you are God's chosen one. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. The miracle check is not symbolic, it is real. It is spiritual and physical. It is internal and external. It is emotional and financial. It is relational and generational. It covers every area of your life. God does not bless partially. He blesses fully. He blesses completely. And when He blesses, He also protects. This blessing will not bring sorrow. It will not drain you. It will not break you. It will restore everything the enemy took and multiply it in ways you cannot explain. What has just been deposited into your spiritual account is not an event, it is an inheritance. You are not being visited with a momentary gift, you are being claimed by the fullness of heaven's promise. The hand that wrote your name on this miracle is not the hand of man. It is the hand that stretched out the heavens, calmed the seas, broke the bread, healed the blind, and rose from the grave. The weight of this blessing may feel unfamiliar, because for too long you have carried only burdens. You have learned the sound of sorrow more than the sound of victory. But God is doing something now that will rewire the way your heart responds to life. The ache will lift, the waiting will make sense. The dry land will blossom, and joy will rise, not as a flicker, but like a flood. This miracle check is not limited to one breakthrough. It's the key that opens the storehouse. What's inside is too vast to count, too holy to measure, too precious to lose. Comment 1111 if you believe God is releasing the miraculous over your name. Heaven has approved this moment. It has passed through the fire of time and process. It has endured the shaking of doubt and the pressing of prayers. The enemy fought hard to delay it, to discourage you, to break your faith before the appointed hour, but God has never withdrawn the promise. He only strengthened it. What the enemy tried to bury, God preserved. What you thought was lost in the delays, God stored in layers. Now, they are being released all at once. The waterfall has begun. You are not going to have to beg for this. You are not going to have to plead. There is no striving in grace. The door is already open. The angel with the key has already stepped forward. God is moving you out of survival and into restoration. He is breathing on the ruins and rebuilding you with better material than what was broken. Every no you endured was only a redirection toward this yes from God. This is not luck. This is divine arrangement. This is a miracle. With your name engraved into it, you are stepping into the fulfillment of promises you forgot. You even prayed. You are going to hear news that will make you weep, not from sorrow, but from the beauty of how precisely God has been planning your redemption. Some of the doors that are about to open will be so unexpected, so perfectly timed, that it will feel like you're dreaming, but you are not. This is the manifestation of what has already been written in the heavenlies. This is the moment when earth catches up with what God has already declared. You don't owe anyone an explanation for this blessing. You don't need to justify why God chose you. You don't have to make others understand the timing or the process. When God moves, He does not ask for permission. He does not require agreement. He blesses according to His will, and His will is now revealing you as favored, protected, and carried into promise. The days of questioning whether you're seen or loved are over. God is not only watching over you, He is placing you in the center of a miracle that will speak for itself. There will be reconciliation in places that have known nothing but silence. There will be peace in rooms that have only heard arguments and pain. There will be healing in bodies that have been bound for too long. There will be provision in accounts that once echoed emptiness. There will be joy rising from the ashes of grief. Because this check is not limited to a number, it is unlimited in scope and depth. It touches everything that concerns you. It is the signature of a God who knows every hair on your head and every burden you've carried in silence. You may still feel tired, you may still have questions, but faith is not built on how you feel. Faith is born in the fire, and you have been through the fire. God has watched over you like a father holding a child through the storm, letting nothing destroy you, even when you couldn't see His hand. You were never abandoned. You were never forgotten. You were being preserved. And now, He is revealing why. Because the miracle could not be released until the time was right. Now it is. Get ready to witness divine reversals. Some of the same people who doubted you will see God's hand on your life and be silenced by the power of your testimony. Some of the very places that rejected you will now be the ground where God lifts you. You are being positioned in such a way that every closed door behind you will now make sense. God was not depriving you. He was protecting the greater that was coming. He was holding it back until it would not harm you, but bless you beyond what you could contain. There is nothing the enemy can do now to stop this. It has been written in fire. It has been covered in blood. It has been released by the word of God Himself. You are not just favored. You are covered. You are wrapped in promise. You are carried by grace. This is not a loan that needs to be paid back. This is an inheritance being returned to its rightful heir. And you, child of God, are the rightful heir. Even in your lowest moments, God never removed His eye from you. Even in your mistakes, He never removed His hand. He loved you through the shadows. He guarded you through the loss. He shielded you in the battle, and now He is rewarding you openly. He is not a man that He should lie. If He spoke it, He will bring it to pass. And what He's bringing to pass now is going to mark the beginning of your overflow. What's really behind the 7-second brain trick exploding online? A leaked CIA ritual is turning heads and bank balances. backed by neuroscience labs, this at-home method removes money blocks and unlocks unstoppable wealth flow. But the page could vanish any time. Click the link in the first comment before it's permanently deleted. The miracle check is not a metaphor. It is the divine manifestation of God's mercy, goodness, and perfect timing being made real in your world. It is God reaching into your timeline and rewriting every sentence the enemy tried to smear with despair. For so long, you have felt the delay like a chain around your spirit. You have prayed with trembling lips and waited with weary hands. But now you are stepping into the portion that has been yours all along. God was not silent because he forgot. He was silent because he was finishing what he started. In the stillness, he was sealing the victory. In the quiet, he was preparing the angels who now go before you. The delay was never a denial. It was always the preparation for something you couldn't afford to receive too soon. Comment 222 to declare your trust in God's perfect timing. This check, this miracle, this divine deposit in your name has a ripple effect. It does not just bless you, it awakens everything connected to you. Your family will feel it. Your relationships will shift. Your home will carry a new peace. Your finances will no longer reflect limitation. Your identity will no longer be attached to survival. God is not just touching your situation. He is transforming your entire story. The pain you endured is being answered now with purpose so deep and real that it will make sense of every sleepless night and every unanswered prayer. He is restoring the years the locusts have eaten. He is breathing life into the things you buried. He is speaking again to the places that went silent. And when God speaks, dead things rise. Closed places open. Forgotten promises return. You are not being given a moment of relief, you are being established in something lasting. What is coming will not fade. This is not a blessing that burns out after a season. This is the kind of miracle that sustains generations. This is the kind of breakthrough that shifts legacies. God's fingerprints are all over what is about to happen in your life. You won't be able to explain it, because it will defy logic and expectation. You'll only be able to point upward and say, "He did it." And that's exactly how he wants it. This is not your doing, it's his. This is not based on your perfection, it's based on his covenant. The God who called you, carried you, and kept you is now crowning you with glory that only he can give. This glory is not for applause, it is for testimony, it is for transformation. It is for you to walk into rooms and environments and shift the atmosphere just by carrying his presence. You will not be overlooked anymore. You will not be bypassed. You will not have to prove your worth. The hand of God is enough. His favor is opening doors that no man can close. His presence is going ahead of you, clearing paths and aligning hearts. What used to take years will now take days. What once felt impossible will begin to fall into place with ease, because grace is now moving through your life like a mighty river. You are not walking into this blessing alone. The Spirit of God is holding your hand, guiding each step, filling you with wisdom, and surrounding you with divine timing. There will be peace where there was war. There will be joy where there was confusion. There will be provision where there was drought. And most of all, there will be clarity where there was darkness. You will see clearly now what you could not see before. The fog is lifting, and your spirit is aligning with the truth. You were never forsaken. You were never left behind. You are being preserved for a moment of release that would change everything at once. You are not just walking into an answer, you are walking into alignment. You are standing under an open heaven. The angels assigned to your name have been dispatched. They are carrying pieces of your miracle from places you never imagined, from people you haven't even met, from doors you didn't know existed. And all of it is being sent to your life now. Not later, not someday, but now. Because God has declared this your appointed time. This is the season of fulfilled prophecy. The things that were spoken over you in secret are going to be fulfilled in public. The things you heard in the quiet of worship, the verses that jumped out at you in the midnight hour, the confirmations you kept receiving even when you were tired of hoping, all of them were not random. They were divine hints of what was coming. And now, it is no longer a promise waiting in the future. It is a miracle standing at your door. You will receive calls you never expected. You will hear news that will shift the atmosphere in your home. You will be offered opportunities that your resume cannot explain. You will be connected to people who were divinely assigned to help carry you into the next season. These things will not come through striving, but through surrender. Not through chasing, but through resting in the one who knows your name and has written your days. Every struggle has been building to this. Every tear has watered the ground of this blessing. Every battle has forged the strength in you that will now hold the weight of this miracle with gratitude and wisdom. You are not being promoted into pride. You are being lifted into purpose. God is not just answering prayers. He is fulfilling destiny. The name on the check is yours, because the name that sent it is His. This is not the end of the story. It is only the beginning of a new chapter that will be written by His hand. The same God who spoke light into darkness is speaking light into your life now. The same Jesus who broke the tomb wide open is breaking the limitations off your life. The Spirit that hovered over the waters in Genesis is now hovering over your situation, creating something new out of what seemed void and formless. Stay in this posture of faith. Do not turn your eyes back to the old. What's behind you cannot compare to what's ahead. The weight of what's coming is too sacred to be compared to past wounds. God is healing even your memory of the pain. He is doing something so new that it will remove the taste of yesterday's sorrow. Your spirit is already responding to it. That stirring you feel, that sense of expectancy, it is the witness inside of you that the promise is near. The secret ritual they never wanted public is finally out. A 7-second brain technique, backed by leaked CIA data and 4 neuroscience labs, is helping families erase debt and attract money on autopilot. But this miracle won't stay public long. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's gone forever. It has been orchestrated, watched over, and sealed with holy fire. You are not standing at the edge of another temporary breakthrough. You are being brought into a permanent transformation, one that changes your name in the spirit realm from weary to victorious, from broken to whole, from forgotten to favored. This miracle check that has been deposited in your name is not just about supply, it is a signal to every force of darkness that tried to keep you bound. A signal to every generation of struggle that ends with you. A signal to every whisper of defeat that it has no place in your future. God has stamped your life with His approval, and what He has written cannot be erased. What He has ordained cannot be stolen, and what He has spoken will not return void. Comment 333 right now to declare your faith over this word. Every time you felt like giving up, heaven was watching. Every silent tear was counted. Every lonely night mattered. God was not distant in your wilderness. He was the one carrying you through it. You didn't survive it by your own strength. You were upheld by the prayers you didn't even know were covering you. Angels surrounded you. The Spirit of God whispered truth to your heart, even when your mind was tormented. And now, that same Spirit is leading you into the place you were always meant to inherit. There will be no more delays. God is removing the barriers. He is shaking what needs to be shaken and aligning what needs to be restored. You won't have to chase what's yours. It's coming with force and favor. It's coming with clarity and ease. You've fought long enough. Now the Lord is fighting for you. The enemies you saw before you will see no more. Not because you defeated them in your strength, but because God has declared the battle finished. He is walking into your life with power, with justice, with recompense. The weight of glory is falling on you now. What makes this moment different from every other is that this time, nothing can interrupt it. In the past, it seemed like every time you got close to a blessing, something would break it apart. But this is not like before. You are no longer who you were then. Your heart has been purified. Your mind has been renewed. Your faith has matured. And because of that, this blessing is not being handed to you recklessly. It is being placed in your life with great intention and protection. You will carry this miracle with peace. You will hold it with strength. You will testify of it with boldness. And most of all, you will guard it with worship. God is giving you something so precious, so weighty, that you will walk differently from here on. People will notice the shift, not because of pride, but because of presence. You will glow with the evidence of being chosen. You will radiate the love of the one who reached down and called you out of the pit. You will become a living sign of what grace looks like when it covers someone fully. There is a sound rising in the spirit, a sound of celebration, of trumpets in heaven rejoicing over you, because the time has come. The waiting season is closing, and the appointed time has opened like a door you didn't even knock on. God says this door is one you couldn't force, one you couldn't make happen, but now it stands open because He has commanded it so. No man opened it, so no man can close it. You are walking through it now. Not crawling, not sneaking, but walking with full authority as a child of the King. The signature on your miracle is not written in ink. It is written in blood, the blood of Jesus that paid the price for every blessing, every healing, every promise that now belongs to you. You are not receiving this because you earned it. You are receiving it because He loves you that much. And His love never runs dry. His love never expires. His love never forgets a name. And your name has been written on His hands since the beginning. The miracle is touching every area of your life. It is not coming to fix one thing. It is coming to transform everything. The God who heals is also the God who provides, who defends, who redeems, who restores what was stolen and replaces it with better. You may not have even asked for all that He is about to do, but He is doing it anyway because that is the kind of Father He is. He doesn't bless you halfway. He blesses until your cup overflows and the people around you can't help but notice that something holy is resting on your life. Even in this very moment, God is working behind the scenes. He is stirring the hearts of decision makers. He is unlocking the gates you've been circling for years. He is preparing hearts that will receive you and voices that will speak your name in rooms you've never entered. You are being remembered. You are being celebrated in the heavens. And now you are being revealed on earth. This is your time. This is your turn. Your miracle will not be delayed one moment longer. God is sealing this word with confirmation. You'll start to feel the shift in your spirit first, like a new breath entering your soul. Then it will show up in the natural. Sudden messages, unexpected provision, quiet moments where peace replaces fear, doors swinging open without effort, people coming forward to help with no explanation, signs you can't deny. This is not coincidence. It is the living hand of God, and He is not visiting your life, He is inhabiting it. You are not being blessed just to feel better. You are being blessed because you have been chosen to carry a move of God that others will witness and be changed by. Your breakthrough carries an assignment, and your miracle is drenched in purpose. Is this leaked CIA ritual the missing key to your financial breakthrough? A once hidden brain ritual is spreading fast. This strange 7-second method, confirmed by elite neuroscience labs, activates your brain's wealth magnet. The government may shut this down. If you're seeing this, you are God's chosen child. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted. You have been through too much for this not to mean something deep. You've walked through storms that should have left you bitter, but God kept your heart tender. You've lost time, opportunities, even people you thought would stay, and yet you still stood. You still believed. You still whispered prayers in the dark. And because of that faith, no matter how small it seemed at times, God has counted it as precious. He has held every moment, every tear, every sigh close to his heart, and now he is responding with a release so massive, so undeniable, that your life will never return to what it used to be. Comment 555 if you feel the winds of change in your spirit. This miracle check worth trillions is more than provision, it is redemption. It is God saying, nothing you went through will be wasted. Every delay, every betrayal, every closed door, I am using it to multiply what I'm giving you now. And that multiplication is not limited to money. It is going to show up in your health, your peace, your clarity, your relationships, and your influence. You are stepping into a harvest season so rich that the seeds you planted in tears are now rising as joy, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. You are no longer invisible. You are no longer in the background. Heaven has issued a call with your name, and it has echoed across every realm. Angels are assigned to your path. Grace is clearing your way. Favor is lifting you out of places where you once settled for less. You were not born for smallness. You were not created to barely get by. You are the child of a king who owns all things, knows all things, and is now unleashing all things necessary for your promise to manifest. This is not just about receiving, it's about stepping into identity. The miracle is not just changing your life, it's changing how you see yourself. The poverty mindset is breaking, the victim mentality is falling off. You are no longer speaking from your wounds. You are speaking from your inheritance. God is reminding you who you really are. You are not an accident. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are royalty. You are loved. You are covered in the kind of favor that doesn't make sense to the world, but is fully understood in heaven. Every time you almost gave up, grace pulled you back. Every time you thought the promise had passed you by, mercy whispered, not yet, but soon. And now soon has become now. The silence is ending, the wait is over, the glory is here. You are not waiting for the day anymore, the day has found you. The miracle is no longer on its way, it has arrived, it is here, and it is real. You are already standing in it. There is a holy confirmation in your spirit right now. That stirring you feel is not emotion, it's revelation. It's the Spirit of God bearing witness with your spirit that everything He has promised is yes and amen. That means He has not changed His mind. He has not reconsidered your worth. He has not downgraded the promise. In fact, He has expanded it. Because of what you've endured, He is giving you more than what you expected. You're not receiving a portion, you're receiving a flood. This miracle is going to reach back and heal things you thought would never be restored. Family fractures, inner wounds, unanswered prayers, silent grief. All of it is about to be met with the power of God's love. And not only will you be healed, but you will also carry healing. Others will be restored because of what God is doing in you. This is how the kingdom of God works. He touches one so that many can feel the effect. You are that one. and your miracle is bigger than you realize. What's coming will feel sudden to others, but it will feel sacred to you because you know the cost. You know the long nights. You know the moments where it felt like your heart would collapse under the weight of it all. But God never let you be crushed. You were pressed, but not destroyed. And now you are being lifted. You are rising from the ashes with new strength, new vision, and new authority. You are no longer defined by your pain, you are defined by your promise. There is a generation rising, and you are part of it. A generation that will not bow to fear. A generation that will not settle for religion without power. A generation that walks with the evidence of heaven in their hands and the presence of God on their lives. You are not being called out of darkness just to be free. You are being called to shine. And this miracle is going to illuminate every dark corner that once tried to break you. The miracle check worth trillions is not just about what God is giving. It's about who He is revealing Himself to be. Jehovah Jireh, your provider. El Shaddai, your all-sufficient one. Emmanuel, God with you. The one who walks beside you in the fire, who fights for you in the valley, who calls your name when everyone else walks away. This is your Father. This is the name behind the miracle. This is the one who sends provision from places you didn't expect, through people you've never met, and in ways that no logic can explain. Do not measure what's coming by what you've seen before. What's coming has no comparison. It is unprecedented, it is overflowing, and it is protected. The enemy cannot touch what God has sealed. You are surrounded. You are covered. You are anchored in a love that never changes, never fails, and never lets go. Keep walking forward. Keep your heart open. Keep your hands lifted. Because heaven is not finished. This is still unfolding. What God has started, He will finish. And the name that sent this miracle is the name that will carry you through every step ahead. You are walking into a season that has been prepared for you before you even knew how to ask for it. God has gone ahead of you, and the ground you are about to walk on has already been commanded to bless you. The divine check that was deposited in your name is not only about changing your circumstances, it is about changing your atmosphere. Everything you touch will begin to respond to God's glory resting on your life. You will see things work that never worked before. You will step into spaces that once rejected you and find yourself welcomed with honor and favor. You are not forcing your way into anything anymore. God is ushering you into places that were prepared with your name written on them in gold. Comment 1212 if you feel the atmosphere shifting around your life even now. What if 7 seconds is all it takes to flip your financial fate? A shocking CIA leak just exposed a hidden brain ritual helping ordinary people erase debt and pull in massive wealth. Backed by 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning struggle into luxury fast. But this page could be erased any moment. Click the link in the first comment now before it's gone forever. There will be no more begging for opportunities, no more wondering if you missed your moment. The moment has found you. It has chased you down. You are being overtaken by blessing. God has chosen this exact time to remind you that His promises are not void. They are alive, they are active, and they are personal. This is not a general outpouring. This is a deeply personal move of God, designed specifically for your journey, your calling, your restoration. For too long you've been carrying weight that was never yours to hold. You've been carrying guilt for decisions that God already forgave, shame for things that no longer define you, and burdens for battles that have already been won in the Spirit. Now, God is stripping all of that off of you. He's removing false labels, old pain, and fear that has lingered too long. The miracle that's being released is coming with healing you didn't even know you needed, peace you've never felt before, and joy that no sorrow can touch. This is a divine exchange. Your mourning is turning into dancing. Your ashes are turning into beauty. Your waiting is turning into divine fulfillment. And none of it will come from your own striving. It will come from resting in the one who never sleeps, who never forgets, who never walks away. The God who sent this miracle knows you deeply. He has seen every season you've survived, every time you kept going when you didn't feel strong enough, every moment you praised him, even when the blessing hadn't arrived. The miracle check is not only provision, it is also restoration. Restoration of hope, restoration of trust, restoration of vision. Some of you had stopped dreaming because life hit you too hard and hope felt too dangerous. But now, God is reigniting the fire within you. You will dream again. You will believe again. You will build again. And this time, you won't build in fear. You will build in faith, on a foundation that cannot be shaken. There is a holy reversal happening. The very things that were sent to break you are now becoming testimonies of how deeply God loves you. What was meant for evil is turning for good. The setups of the enemy are being flipped into the stage for your greatest comeback. God is not hiding what he is doing, he's revealing it in ways that no one will be able to deny. Even those who doubted you will have to admit this can only be God. You are not going to be who you were before. You are being made new. This miracle comes with a transformation that touches your soul, your mind, your habits, and your choices. You are rising into the identity God spoke over you from the beginning. No longer tied to who you used to be, no longer bound by the names others called you, no longer limited by the fears that haunted you. You are stepping into the fullness of who you really are, loved, chosen, called, anointed. This is a holy moment, a sacred shift, and you must be aware of how close his presence is right now. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but your spirit is already receiving it. You may still feel tired, but deep inside you, something is strengthening. That is the hand of God lifting you, renewing you, preparing you. He has already gone before you and taken care of what's ahead. He has already cancelled the attacks that were being planned. He has already opened the doors that seemed locked forever. You will not have to repeat the old cycles. The wilderness was real, but it's over. The wandering had a purpose, but now it's complete. The pain that shaped you is giving way to joy that will carry you. God is not just healing what hurt you, he's replacing it with something better. Not a substitute, but a divine compensation. A blessing that fits the depth of your pain and the endurance of your faith. You're not being skipped, you're not being passed by, you're not being punished, you are being revealed. And as God reveals you, he is also revealing himself in a new way through you. People will see your life and know that only God could have done it. They will see how far he brought you and understand that grace is real. They will hear your voice and feel something shift in their own heart, because when God touches one, he uses them to reach many. This miracle is a doorway, a divine invitation, a new beginning. You are being called to step into something fresh and sacred. You may not feel ready, but you don't have to be. God equips those he calls. And if he called you, it means he has already prepared what you'll need. You will not walk into this season alone or afraid. You will walk with power, with clarity, and with the full support of heaven backing every step you take. Let your heart begin to hope again. Let your soul begin to rest again. Let your spirit begin to sing again. You are not waiting for God to notice you, he already has. You are not trying to earn his favor, you already have it. You are not chasing your promise, it's chasing you. And when it finds you, It will cover every area of your life with the kind of peace and provision that only comes from the hand of a loving Father. You are walking into the days that were spoken over your life when you didn't even have the strength to imagine them. God saw you in your weakness and still planned these days of fullness, days where what was once empty now overflows, where what was once broken is now radiant with restoration. The miracle check that has been deposited in your name is shaking the very structure of limitation that once surrounded you. You are not just rising out of struggle, you are being launched into destiny. What's coming upon your life will not resemble what you've seen before, because this is a first-time kind of breakthrough. You've never known favor like this, never experienced peace this deep, never walked in clarity this strong. And it is not because you earned it, it's because He chose you for it. Comment 777 to confirm you know this blessing has your name on it. People are asking why money is suddenly flowing into random lives. A leaked CIA discovery reveals a 7-second brain ritual that quietly rewires your mind for wealth. Proven by 4 neuroscience labs, people are wiping out debt and stepping into luxury with ease. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. This moment is drenched in purpose. This miracle is not just something to enjoy, it's something to steward. It comes with weight because it carries an assignment. God is not blessing you randomly. He is blessing you because you are ready. Even if you don't feel ready, He has watched your process and seen your surrender. The things you let go of, the habits you broke, the heartaches you endured, the prayers you whispered through tears, they all brought you here. And now, He's trusting you with more. You are about to stand in the evidence of promises that once seemed so far away. You're about to touch what you once could only envision in faith. And when you do, you'll know it wasn't by your strength. You'll know it was the Spirit of God breathing on your life, moving pieces into place that you couldn't reach, speaking your name in places you hadn't stepped into yet. That's the beauty of divine favor. It moves faster than your footsteps and goes farther than your plans. You will no longer live reacting to life. You will begin to move with purpose, with direction, with peace guiding every decision, because the weight of this blessing is not meant to crush you, it's meant to establish you. God is settling you into the season where things flow, not fight, where doors open without strain, where the right people arrive without delay, where the next step becomes clear without confusion. This is what it looks like when the hand of the Lord writes your story. You are going to walk into places you didn't apply for, speak to people you once feared to approach, and make decisions that only boldness could carry. But you won't be afraid. The fear that once paralyzed you is breaking. The doubt that used to whisper you're not enough is falling silent. The shame that made you hide is being consumed by grace. You are not who you were. And this miracle is the evidence. God is writing victory over your name. The same name the enemy tried to attach pain to is now being flooded with honor. The same life that once knew constant survival is now stepping into sustained overflow. You will know what it's like to rest in the middle of blessing, to wake up and not feel dread, to move forward and not carry fear. Because what God is giving you is not just external, it's internal. He's healing the roots, restoring the foundation, so what's being built now will never collapse. Every time you questioned, was it worth it? This miracle will answer louder than words ever could. Every no you received, every delay you endured, every heartbreak you didn't understand, it's all about to make sense. Because what's being released is more than you ever thought to ask for. It's the kind of miracle that makes up for lost years, missed chances, stolen peace, and silent pain. God is not giving you a fraction. He is giving you fullness. The people who once overlooked you will see the change and not understand it. That's okay. This isn't for their approval. This is for God's glory. He's making you into a sign, a testimony, a light that will draw others closer to Him. Because when they see what He's done in you, they'll begin to believe He can do it for them. Your life is about to preach louder than any sermon, simply because of how radically grace is covering you now. This isn't just about receiving a blessing. This is about walking in new authority. God is giving you authority over the things that used to control you. Where you once felt helpless, you'll now speak with power. Where you once felt small, you'll now stand with boldness. You're not just being rescued, you're being revealed. Revealed as strong, revealed as chosen, revealed as one who carries heaven within. The miracle is already unlocking more than you expected. As one door opens, another will follow. You'll start to notice the divine connections, the conversations that carry weight, the ideas that won't leave your heart. These are not distractions, they're divine signals. Pay attention. God is speaking clearly now. No more confusion. No more circling. No more questioning what's yours. What is yours is already being delivered into your hands. You are being favored publicly because you remained faithful privately. God saw the moments no one else did, the obedience that cost you, the sacrifices no one celebrated, the purity of heart you chose in secret. He saw it all. And now, He's bringing you into a season where you don't have to explain yourself anymore. The fruit of your life will do the speaking. The peace in your eyes will do the explaining. The fire in your steps will reveal everything they need to know. Let this sink deep. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not late. You are right on time for the miracle that has always had your name on it. Nothing can block what God has released. Not time, not people, not mistakes. You are chosen, you are held, and you are ready. The name behind the miracle is holy, and the favor coming upon you is heavy. But your shoulders have been strengthened through the waiting, and now you can carry what's coming. What once looked ordinary in your life is now becoming sacred, because God has decided that your season of hiddenness is over. He is lifting you into visibility, not for fame, not for recognition, but so that the world can witness the beauty of what He can do with a surrendered heart. The miracle check worth trillions, deposited silently and powerfully into your life, is not just a gift, it is a declaration. God is making a statement through your breakthrough. He is silencing every voice of accusation that tried to speak against your future. He is overturning every word of doubt that was spoken over your destiny. He is erasing every lie the enemy whispered during your valley seasons. This miracle is speaking louder than your mistakes, louder than your fears, louder than your regrets. It is shouting grace, abundance, mercy, restoration, and promise. Comment 999 if your spirit knows this miracle has come from God's hand alone. Why is everyone rushing to this 7-second brain ritual? Leaked CIA files exposed a hidden brainwave technique that opens the door to wealth fast. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, it's turning financial stress into abundance almost overnight. But this secret won't stay public for long. Click the link in the pinned comments before it's deleted forever. This is the hour where the roots of your pain are being replaced by the roots of divine strength. God is planting you in deeper soil. He's anchoring you in His truth, in His presence, in His word. You're not going to be blown over anymore by fear or uncertainty. Your foundation is becoming unshakable, because it is being rebuilt by the hands of the one who knows every storm's purpose, and every blessing that follows after. You will walk differently from now on, not arrogantly, but confidently, because you'll know who walks with you. The God who deposited that miracle into your life is not done yet. He is just beginning. You are stepping into the place where every day carries purpose, every conversation becomes meaningful, every step is guided. You are not wandering, you are being led. And what's guiding you is not pressure, not deadlines, not fear, but presence. The holy presence of God is directing your steps. This miracle has authority with it. It carries the voice of heaven, and because of that, when you walk into rooms now, something will shift. You won't need to explain why. The Spirit of God within you will be felt before you say a word. Doors that remained locked for years will suddenly swing wide open. Not because you knocked harder, but because the King who holds every key has decided it is time. It is time for you to rise. It is time for you to reign. It is time for you to become everything He wrote into your life before you were even born. And yes, some people will be surprised. Some people will question how this happened so quickly. But the truth is, this didn't happen suddenly. It happened in silence. It was being formed in your wilderness, in your waiting, in your warfare. It may look sudden on the surface, but in the spirit, it's been a long time coming. And now, the promise is being fulfilled. And what's beautiful is this: no one can take credit but God. The miracle is not just transforming your life, it is restoring what was lost in your bloodline. God is going back generations and breaking cycles that tried to follow you. He's healing wounds you never even knew were there. He's redeeming stories that ended in silence. Through you, God is rewriting the legacy of your family. Through your obedience, generations after you will walk in freedom, in provision, in joy, because the miracle that came to you is big enough to overflow into those around you. You'll begin to notice divine speed. What took others years will begin to take you months. What seemed impossible before will begin to happen with ease. This is not luck, and it's not coincidence. It is grace, moving swiftly because the time is right. Heaven is backing you. Angels are clearing the way. The delays are over, and divine alignment is now rushing toward you with unstoppable momentum. There's something different about you now. You're not easily shaken anymore. Your peace is becoming unexplainable. Your joy is becoming untouchable. That's because this miracle didn't just shift your outer world. It healed your inner world. It awakened your spirit. It reminded your soul that you are not forgotten, that you are loved, that you are anointed, that you are holy ground, set apart for something eternal. People will look at your life and feel hope again. Not because everything is perfect, but because your life will carry evidence that God is real, that He still moves, that He still answers prayers, that He still honors faith, even when it's held through tears. Your story will be proof that waiting is never wasted when God is the one you're waiting on. This miracle will be your testimony, not only of what God can do, but of who He is. This isn't just your season of breakthrough, it's your season of becoming. God is calling out the strength in you. He's pulling forth the gifts He planted deep inside. He's stirring the courage you didn't know you had. And He's wrapping it all in a covering of protection that no weapon can penetrate. You are being established, positioned, released. Don't shrink now. Don't doubt what you're feeling. The weight in your spirit, the pull in your chest, the fire in your bones, that's the Holy Spirit confirming the truth. You are not being hyped up. You are being called higher. You are not being pushed emotionally. You are being drawn into divine reality. The same God who raised the dead, who split the sea, who fed thousands, is the same God who just wrote your name on this miracle. The world may try to give you explanations, but you'll have something better. You'll have evidence. You'll have peace. You'll have provision that didn't come from hustle, but from heaven. You'll have joy that wasn't manufactured but given, and you'll have clarity, not because you figured everything out, but because you finally rested in the one who already had it all figured out. This is not just a new chapter, this is a brand new book. God is not continuing the pain of the past, He is closing it with finality and turning the page in your life with His own hand. What He is writing now has never been read before. It has never been experienced by you before. What's coming is unfamiliar because it's new. You have not walked this road yet, but God has. He has gone ahead and prepared everything with precision, from the smallest detail to the greatest blessing. Comment 1010 if you know the story is changing in your favor by His hand. This season is sacred. It is not loud, but it is powerful. It's the kind of season where things begin to align in silence, and before you realize it, everything has changed. You're not going to need to announce it. Your life will speak. The weight you used to carry will be gone. The confusion you used to wake up with will be replaced by divine clarity. Your decisions will begin to flow from a place of trust, not fear, because God is showing you that you don't need to know everything when you know the one who does. Is this the same CIA brain ritual changing lives in seconds? A new leak reveals a powerful 7-second technique developed under secret research. Backed by neuroscience, people are moving from debt to wealth and luxury faster than believed possible. But this secret may be deleted soon. Click the link in the comments before it disappears. The miracle that was deposited into your name has already started to unfold. And even if you haven't seen the full picture yet, the pieces are moving. You can feel the shift in the atmosphere around your spirit. Things that used to torment your thoughts have lost their grip. Doors that never seemed to open are now responding to your presence. Not because of your power, but because God's hand is moving with you. This is the reward for your obedience in secret, for your faithfulness when no one was watching, for every time you showed up with a broken heart and still gave God your worship. He has seen it all, and He has not forgotten. Heaven remembers your surrender. Heaven remembers the moments when you chose to believe, even when your circumstances said there was no reason to. And now, heaven is rewarding what only heaven can see. You're not stepping into this miracle by accident. You were always meant to live in this kind of overflow. The enemy fought hard to make you forget who you are. He tried to wear you down through disappointment and delay, but your identity was never up for debate. God's mark on your life is eternal. It cannot be erased by failure, stolen by people, or diminished by time. You are chosen. You are appointed. You are covered. What you are about to witness in your life will serve as a redemption for every moment you questioned if God was still working. He was. He never stopped. He didn't change His mind about you. He didn't walk away when you made mistakes. He didn't disqualify you when you struggled. He simply held your miracle in place until you were ready to carry it with wisdom, maturity, and gratitude. This miracle will bring balance to your life. Things that felt scattered will now begin to fall into place. Your relationships will find alignment. Your thoughts will become clear. Your emotions will settle. Even your body will respond to the peace that is now flowing from your spirit. Because when God restores, He restores everything. He doesn't fix one area and leave the others broken. He makes all things new. The things that once drained you will no longer have access to you. You're not going back to the old version of yourself. You're not repeating old cycles. You are being made new from the inside out. Your desires are changing. Your focus is sharpening. Your steps are being ordered. You are beginning to crave the things of heaven more than ever before, and that hunger will be filled with more than you expected. This is also a season of divine relationships. God is sending the right people into your life. People who will not compete with you but cover you. People who will not judge your past but speak life into your future. People who will walk beside you, not because of what you have, but because they recognize the hand of God on your life. These relationships will be safe, pure, intentional, and spirit-led,